Today reminded me that life is one of the greatest gifts I will ever receive. Today I cried, not because I was broken, not because I had lost something. I cried because I remembered. I remembered love. I remembered my sister. I remembered a younger version of myself that I didn't realize was still waiting to be heard. I was sitting outside in the sun in front of CITC with my gratitude journal. The sky was clear, the sun was warming my skin, and somehow the moon was still visible above me. It was one of those quiet moments where the world didn't seem to be asking anything from me. I wasn't trying to accomplish anything. I wasn't trying to solve my future. I was simply present. Then my song came on, Love Through the Phone. Usually, I don't put songs like that on repeat. I avoid them because I know they carry emotions I don't always understand. But today was different. I played it again and again and again. Something inside me opened. I looked at the album cover. My little sister's face stared back at me. I've seen that picture before, but today I didn't just see a picture. I saw pain, I saw beauty, I saw transformation. I saw a little girl who carried so much more than she should ever have to carry. Then another realization hit me. That little girl isn't trapped there anymore. She's healing. She's laughing again. She's texting me again. She's becoming herself again. And I don't think words will ever fully explain what that means to me. I kept laughing and crying at the same time. Not because I was confused, because joy and grief were sitting together. I wasn't crying over what was happening today. I was crying for everything we survived to get here. Sometimes healing isn't loud. Sometimes it looks like sitting on a bench in sunlight with tears running down your face while listening to your own song on repeat. I realized something today that completely changed how I saw my emotions. The tears weren't pulling me backwards. They were bringing me home. It's almost like the younger version of me had been quietly waiting for years, hoping that one day I would finally slow down enough to hear him. Today, I finally listened. I imagined him sitting beside me, the little boy who felt abandoned, the little boy who felt like it was just him and his sister against the world, the little boy who carried fear he couldn't explain. Today, I didn't tell him to stop crying. I cried with him, and somehow, that felt like one of the most healing things I've ever experienced. I realized I wasn't alone anymore. The version of me sitting in the sun today was finally able to sit beside the version of me who once believed nobody would. That realization brought a peace I didn't know how to describe. It felt sacred, not because it was dramatic, but because it was honest. Sometimes we think healing has to feel exciting. Today, it felt quiet. Warm sunlight, a gentle breeze, a song on repeat, a journal, a grateful heart, and tears that carried years of unspoken emotion. My face actually went numb from crying, but they weren't painful tears. They were cleansing tears, the kind that makes you feel lighter afterwards, like your nervous system finally realized it doesn't have to stay on guard forever. Today I stopped pretending life isn't an unbelievable gift. We're so used to chasing the next thing that we forget to stop and realize we're already living inside miracles. The people we love, the chance to heal, the ability to forgive, the opportunity to grow, the fact that we're still here after everything we survived. I used to think gratitude came after life became easy. Today taught me gratitude exists because life was hard. The beauty shines brighter because we know what darkness felt like. And Samantha, if you ever hear this, I need you to know something. I am so unbelievably proud of you, more than words will ever explain. I've watched you carry things no child should ever have to carry. I've watched life try to convince you that your light wasn't enough. And somehow, through everything, you kept going, you kept becoming, you kept choosing life, you kept growing. When I look at you now, I don't just see my little sister. I see resilience, I see courage. I see gentleness that refused to disappear. I see someone whose heart stayed beautiful even after being hurt. Thank you. Thank you for continuing to fight. Thank you for continuing to become yourself. Thank you for giving me another chance to know the real you. I don't think you realize how much your healing has healed something inside me too. One of the deepest prayers I've ever prayed has already been answered. I wanted my sister to find peace. I wanted her to smile again. I wanted her to know that she is loved beyond measure. And today, sitting there in the sunlight, I realized God has been answering that prayer all along. I love you more than words can hold. I'm proud of the woman you're becoming. Never forget how beautiful your heart is. Never forget how worthy of love you are. Never forget that no matter how much we've been through, we're still here. We're still growing. We're still becoming. And today reminded me of something I'll never forget. The deepest healing isn't always found in escaping the past. Sometimes it's found in sitting quietly beside the younger version of yourself, finally giving them the love they deserved all along. If you made it this far, I want to leave you with this. If there's someone you love, tell them. If there's a younger version of yourself still carrying pain, don't run from them. Sit with them. Listen. You don't have to erase that part. You don't have to erase the past to change your relationship with it. Give yourself permission to cry if tears come. Give yourself permission to laugh if joy breaks through. Sometimes both arrive together, and that's okay. Pay attention to the ordinary moments, the warmth of the sun, the breeze on your face, a song that suddenly means something different, a memory you thought was gone, a text from someone you love, a quiet bench, a notebook. These moments can become turning points if we let ourselves truly be present. Today, I didn't discover a new life. I discovered that the life I've been living is already a miracle. And for that, thank you, Heavenly Father. From the deepest place in my heart, thank you.